back on this bill, the stadium bill up in Salt Lake that I'm not for, by the way.
That is, don't even get me started on that one.
If Don Ibsen is listening, I don't think he is. I don't think he will. Supposedly he's yes on it, and same with Vickers. So we have 2 representatives in our area that are voting yes on this.
But to Don's credit, he got us $15 million for the airport tower.
Listen, I'm not going to discount a lot of the stuff he does. His as a philanthropist, as a guy who is giving back to the community. I probably don't know another name. Maybe Stephen Wade would probably rival as far as total dollars donated. But that guy will open up his wallet and give money to almost anybody, right? Am I wrong?
You're right.
Like he's a big heart. However, as a representative, it's like,
I would love to know his reasoning for the yes.
Because even if he votes no, but it passes anyway, we still need like Southern Utah to be represented by Southern Utah. Like we don't have the biggest voice, but we still need to.
So the meeting I was at before I came here, it's Legislative Policy Committee. So that's with the Utah League of Cities and Towns, and because I'm on the board, St. George has 4 voting members. Most cities just have 3. Mm-hmm. And that bill came up today, and I was shocked at how every city is against it. Every city except Salt Lake. They're like, and so it's Google Meet that you're doing, and I raise my hand and I get a message back. That's not working. We can't. Can you just type your comments? And so I'm,
You're 10th in queue.
I'm 10th
It'll
in
be
queue.
15 minutes before.
But I said, Washington County, our TRTU money is the 3rd largest in the state.
Okay.
3rd largest. Park City and Salt Lake beat us, and then Washington County.
Expectedly so.
I said,
they had an Olympics
have the Utah
there.
Jazz brought any economic benefit to Southern Utah?
Not yet.
No.
But the answer is no.
No.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
Same as this MLB stadium, and we'll get no economic benefit from it. And Greater Zion says 71% of all the people that come and stay in our hotels are from Utah.
Are already Utah
So
residents.
we're taxing our own people
Yeah.
to pay for a millionaire's stadium.
Yeah.
Gil
A
Miller's-
billionaire.
Billion. That's what I meant, billion. She's done great things, but
They've done amazing things.
come on.
But
And this goes back to that, like Don. I'm not saying that he hasn't done great things, and I'm glad he's bringing money in for the for us being able to have the airport dispatch be done here, right, rather than in California. As far as
it's big.
Yeah, being self-sustainable, right? We want to be able to
Right.
control the things within our own borders. This is not a lack of control, right? Is stuff like this and that.
The hoteliers
very
are
frustrating.
just up in
Oh, yeah.
But I just
I've
can't
talked
help
to a few
but
of
I
them.
can't help but think it's like when these types of taxes, and this is where, and I'll just briefly talk about, the parks, the geo bond, it doesn't raise taxes. However, it's a tax base that is being allotted to go towards this particular thing. And then you have these TRT taxes where they raised hundreds of millions of dollars from these TRT funds to help, foot the bill for a lot of the amazing things we have in Washington County. But it's almost 50% of it goes towards marketing for more people to come here, right? And that's state legislation. So we can't say, hey, this is causing an undue pressure on infrastructure and traffic, and we can't reuse that money to solve any of those problems. We can only use that money to market for more people to cause more traffic problems.
That's what we need that 50% for. Let us use that to mitigate everything that tourists are doing to our roads.
Let's
and on our police
say they want
department,
to. This is where we get these big bills. So I'm on a soapbox for just a second. So they raise the TRT funding by the tax level by like 6 times. It's like 6 times the amount of what it's currently done. Then we should be able to renegotiate how we use our allotment of TRT funds, right? Like if you're going to do that, and now our businesses are having to levy these taxes and prices are going to have to go up for people to come here, then we should be able to reuse some of that money and not have to just pour it back into marketing. We should be able to use it towards infrastructure, maybe police officers, because we have all these people, but they need to be patrolled. Like, it seems to me that we should be able to use some of those funds for some of those things, but we're so limited right now on state legislation as to what we can use that for. Like, as a representative, can we use it? Can we use it as a tool to get more money? I don't know.
It makes no sense because our county alone will be sending anywhere from $7 to $10 million a year
Yeah.
up to a Major League Baseball stadium.
Or NHL. I think it's they think it's MLB, but the MLB's not even adding more teams. Like, since when?
But
No, MLB's coming to Salt Lake.
Yeah, MLB's coming to Salt Lake, but who goes? Where are you going to go to watch hockey?
Yeah,
I'm going to Vegas.
You go to Vegas to watch hockey.
That's what I was just going to say. My point.
Hockey makes more sense.
Salt Lake is almost 3 times further than my Vegas trip, or let's just say double. I'm going to go to the Vegas Knights. I'm going to go to the baseball games. I'm going to go to the Raider games in St. George. Like a lot of people that have Jazz season tickets, when the NBA gets to Vegas, I'm sorry, but I think a lot of people are going to take the 2-hour drive versus the 4-hour drive,
Absolutely.
right? And I'm so great. I'm a diehard sports fan. You can't find
baseball
someone
so much
more, and baseball especially for you. It's hard to find someone more addicted to sports than me. Ask my wife. I would love all these sports teams in our state. I would love the NHL in our state. I would love MLB in our state.
Football, whatever.
Yeah, but at the cost of and if you want to tax Salt Lake Valley, absolutely,
and they choose to, they choose to. I still don't
but the whole state.
I'm against the government. Paying for these things.
Reno isn't paying for the Vegas Knights, or the Raiders. No. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, and that's
they didn't tax their people for any of that.
The Vegas people paid for the Raider Stadium.
And this is the example, right? So coming from Anaheim, so we used to go to Angel games all the time. The city of Anaheim put billions of dollars into the Angel Stadium for them to call it the Los Angeles Angels. The city of Anaheim put billions of dollars into keeping this team afloat. They could never compete. They never won. And then they changed the name to the Los Angeles Angels. And they're not even in LA. They're not even in LA County. They're in Orange County. And now they're going to leave. They're talking about leaving and getting out of Anaheim after the taxpayers.
Maybe they're going to go to Salt Lake. They were going
to go to Tustin, which is the city down the street, right? Like all these, like we bring in these sports teams with this idea that there's going to be some economic benefit. And the government needs to stay out of that whole thing because it ends in the team leaving because it's never going to last forever. And it's this endless shelling out money. It's just so crazy to me. Anyway.